Jeffrey's been working out for 6 months, but he still looks the same. Is it low testosterone? Is it my genetics? Why can't I build a physique like that? He's so upset. He really has been showing up to the gym, but something is holding back his progress. He sees guys who started in the gym after him make faster gains than he did. Adonis has the ultimate male physique, but he didn't always look like this. In fact, Adonis started off with the worst physique possible. How did he achieve such a transformation? Was it creatine? Was it carb loading? Did he watch Jeff Nippard videos? No, of course not. He just trained hard. You probably have heard a lot about testosterone. It increases your muscle mass or your rate of growth and strength and everything. And so there's a bunch of like testosterone tactics and supplements that you can start to implement. The supplements that you should take for testosterone are Tonka Ali and Fedosia agrestis. And what I've seen is like there's only one good website to buy these from, and you know that this is legit, and I'm being honest because I'm not going to link the website, so it's not like an affiliate link. The website is called Momentous, and it's the one that all these scientists, like Andrew Huberman, they have all endorsed to say, yep, this company is the one that's actually putting like the real thing inside of the bottle. Basically, if you're buying supplements from like Amazon, it turns out that a lot of them are just shit. Like they're just filled with bullshit. It's not actually like the thing that they said it was. And so this website called Momentous, if you go search on Google like Momentous Tonka Ali, that'll come up. You take that supplement. Those Tonka Ali and Fedosia agrestis have been proven to actually be like the best testosterone supplements on the market. And then also the ones I would add, which I've seen from other places, other studies, is zinc, taking 50 milligrams of zinc per day, and then vitamin D, taking enough vitamin D till your blood levels get to 55 nanograms per deciliter. That's like I saw this in a book years ago. I don't know if that's like healthy or whatever. That's just what I saw. And to put this into perspective, when I was in Thailand in 2022, I was sunning my balls naked for 2 hours a day. I promise, think about it. I was sat in the sun for 2 hours a day. So basically I was probably getting more sunlight than genuinely 99% of humans, because I was butt naked, right? I was just sat there like fully naked in the sunlight for a solid 2 hours. And I was taking 5,000 IU of vitamin D a day. And my blood work came back at only 42 nanograms per deciliter for vitamin D. So basically I probably could have went higher. I'm sure there'll be some nerd who'll say, wait, that number's wrong. It should be this, whatever. But from what I saw in this book from Tim Ferriss that was talking about maximizing testosterone, you want to get to about 55 nanograms per deciliter vitamin D, right? That's a vitamin D blood test that I did. So that taught me that the recommended amount of vitamin D to take is actually very low, like what it says in the bottle. A lot of these bottles, like the supplements, will say like 5,000 IU, and that's the max you should take. I've actually spoke to guys who have done a bunch of like experimentation, and it seems to be like 15 to 20,000 is what I've heard a couple of guys say. And that's often the protocol I go on when I want to maximize testosterone, especially if I'm back in the UK in like a gray country which doesn't have direct sunlight. I don't know anything about supplements and stuff, by the way, so like obviously be careful. Don't just take the numbers which I've recommended. Do a little bit of research yourself, ask ChatGPT, do that kind of thing. You already know that you can increase testosterone by like sleeping and being healthy, but there's a few other random methods and tactics that I've remembered seeing in like various podcasts like from Huberman, which I found very interesting. The question, does nofap increase testosterone, has always been there, and the study that's always cited is that your testosterone will go up, I think about 20% after 7 days, and then it kind of like, nobody really says what happens after that, kind of stabilizes or not. What I have actually seen, which I found was really interesting, is sunlight definitely helps. So there was like an Israeli study where people who got extra sunlight 2-3 times a week ended up getting increased testosterone and also increased libido. Like they literally fucked more. So that's the power of sunlight. It makes you more horny, which is awesome. But the final study in regards to testosterone was one on semen retention, particularly if you actually are having sex but you don't bust. I remember seeing this somewhere. To be honest, I don't even know if this is a real study or I just made this up. Maybe someone can go like link it or cite it or something, because I don't know if I can find it or not. So maybe I just made this up. Let's just like speculate, right? The single best like sexual act you could have for testosterone, if we were just speculating, would be to have sex, not to ejaculate, but then to stop having sex before you finish. Just think about that in a really primal caveman level. You're having sex, so you're about to pass on your genes, like one of the most important things that like an animal can do, but then you stop. I feel like our caveman nervous system is thinking, oh shit, there's probably like another caveman around here, I'm gonna have to bash his skull in. Maybe I'm completely wrong, I'm just making some shit up, but if you ever have tried this, like if you've got a girlfriend or a wife, you have sex but you just kind of pull out and don't continue, you might actually think, oh shit, Hamza was probably right. Like you get super fucking horny, you fuck more, and like you'll just, maybe in the future you go try this once. Basically you just have sex without finishing. It's kind of like edging for fapping. You're not a loser.